Spring break is much needed time off from school for so many students, but how do you keep your kids focused and on track during the break from the regular routine and really even just the springtime in general? Because Tara, they want to go out, they want to have fun. It's like in full swing right now.
And that week is tough, right? Because they're off from school, but you don't want that to be the beginning of the end of the year, right? Where everything kind of starts to unravel and go downhill. And it's hard because they want to get outside. And I'm sure you're out there with them, like you're on the sports field every day of the week now, it seems like. So that's difficult. And it's also that concept of just senioritis. They've been in it for so long, they're getting exhausted by it all. But senioritis is not exclusive just to that grade. It's exclusive to kids of any age. And when I spoke with Dr. Emily Bly, she is the clinical director of Psychology Partners Group in Westchester, it's clear that it actually affects us too.
We adults have this problem too. That's a great way to meet your kids where they're at. In our team, we call it meet them before you move them, right? So you want to meet, you want to acknowledge. It is so gorgeous outside. I know it is so hard to focus when you're having so much fun with your friends and you want to be outside. So that's the very first thing to do, is to relate. So that's one. Because kids, adults too, are going to be much more likely to work with you if they feel that you really understand them.
Okay, so we try to meet them. So I say, yes, it's beautiful, and I get you want to play with your friends, but instead sit here and do homework?
It's more than just that. It's also saying, like, I'm having this trouble at work too. Like, I want to be outside just like you do. I have a lot of tasks on my agenda right now that I need to get accomplished. So I know what you're going through to some degree. And a great way to do that, she says, is in a family setting. You want to kind of set up meeting time so you can prioritize tasks and really go through things one at a time. This is how I'm doing it at work. I have this big project, so I'm going to tackle these 3 things. The same way you have a big test coming up, so maybe you could prioritize these 3 things to make sure that you're studying appropriately for that. So that's something she mentions really good. The other thing is to, like, come on, don't set unrealistic expectations for your kid.
Yes.
You've been tracking their grades all year.
Oh yeah.
You know where they're at. Okay, so they're there. You can't expect them to go from here to here just because it's the end of the year. So if you're setting them up in that way, you're setting them up for failure. So one thing to do is really to applaud their work. It's not just applaud the great grade, congratulations, you did well, but also applaud the work that they're putting in the entire time. Not just, oh, okay, you're getting all A's. If they're not an A student, and some kids just aren't, that's okay too. You have to, like, credit them for what they are doing well. And the other thing that she mentioned that I thought was really good is the idea of ramifications, punishing them. Like, right, you want to wave your finger at them and say, you didn't do what you were supposed to, now look at this, blah, 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 it all fell off. Well, the idea is really not to say, like, oh, you're going to be in trouble if you don't get good grades at the end of the year. It's to say, wouldn't it be such a shame if all the hard work you put in the entire year kind of came to an end in this fashion?
Oh, I love that, because that's like guilt. I'm really good at guilt.
Yeah, no, you know what?
I'm joking. I was like,
no, you want them to just know that, like, it was a marathon. It was, you know, they had to get to the end, and that's not always easy to do, but if they get there in the right way, in the way that they've been doing the whole time, they're going to feel so much better, and that's going to set you guys up for a better summer.
I love it. Thanks, Tara.